Good evening, everybody. Welcome to RPG Limit Break channel for tonight's winter/spring 2022 double anti-bingo race. And both runners have chosen a bingo for their opponent. One was, let's see, Poppadux is required to do column 4, defeat 3 ogres or 12 total, 3 different or 12 total ogres. Throw the Masamune into space, defeat 3 lizards or 12 total lizards, cast a spell of every element, and defeat 3 different worms or 12 total worms. Jaylow must do row 2, defeat 4 ghosts or 15 total, collect and keep a wood, iron, and steel armor, fill all 24 spell slots on a character, throw the Masamune into space, and must promote after level 25. We have an interesting set of flags with incentives at Ice Cave, Ordeals, Marsh, and Titans, 2 bonuses, and 1 malice for each class. Alongside me in the booth tonight is Nightmare Phoenix. How are we doing tonight?
Doing good. It's been a while since I've been in the booth, so it's wonderful to be back finally. And I'm excited. I haven't seen any of this double anti-bingo in a while. The new bingo board looks great. I love our backdrop. And the Dab Revolution, I'm here for it. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm actually kind of surprised no one said, hey, my opponent, you have to go defeat Tiamat 2 twice on every Topher run.
I'm a little surprised by that too.
That one looks a little rough. But it looks like they're both gonna take a nun.
And they're both taking a nun and a black belt, a white mage, and a black mage. So let's talk about the blessings on those classes.
So our black belt, we got fighter strength plus 10 vitality but minus 10 agility. Our white mage can wield a Vorpal, has plus 15 MDef but minus 20 HP, which is kind of fun. And then our black mage is got, the black mage has the fighter strength and 10 vitality, minus 10 agility. The black belt is plus 40 vitality, plus 20 strength, plus 80 int.
We got black magic, we got warp at level 1, we got zap at level 1. And I missed the white.
That level 1 zap is always fun to have. It helps clear random packs of enemies pretty quick. But I mean, the level 1 warp, we're gonna have a really speedy race. They're not gonna be trying to get out of anything really quick. They're not gonna be walking back through a deep dungeon.
No, they're not. And Poppadux is headed for Dwarf Cave.
I had to take a guess. Poppadux is going to talk to a bunch of dwarves.
That's what it looks like.
There's 2.
And Jaylow's going to get the canal from Sarda.
I think we're like 1 or 2. Yep, that's it. All the elves are spoken. Elves, the dwarves, they're related, right? Same.
And Jaylow's going to go over and check out Circle of Sages. Meanwhile, Poppadux is going to go get a canal.
Canal being arguably the dud item of this flag set, since they have a free airship and a free canoe.
And that's a bottle from Circle of Sages.
Bottle could be handy. We do have a ribbon and a masa incentivized, and they both have to toss.
They will both have to toss that masa. And thank you for the raid, Shadow Mark.
Well, maybe we're just still getting started.
There is that iron armor.
So, as mentioned, Jaylow still has to collect wood, iron, and steel armor.
And is that?
That's our first wolf for Jaylow.
There's a wolf for Jaylow. He may be going for that defeat the wolves square.
Well, that would force him to either do column 1 or the bottom left to top right. But yeah, I wouldn't want to fight Tiamat 2 twice.
No.
Of course, defeat Cracker 1, get level 50 on at least one character. We took a black belt. You know, column 1 sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah, column 1 doesn't sound bad.
It looks like we're going to get some zap action on Garland, and down goes the right mage. And zap doesn't work. Well, round 2 for zap. Zap's not working. Should have taken rub. And now we're down to slap fight and a reset. And poppadux does not have that luck. He gets that zap off and gone. Oh, we got stat bats turned on for a brief second. And oh look, the king gave us a ship. Thanks, king. So helpful.
Well, ship may actually make... Oh, well, not. Ordeals isn't incentivized.
Yeah, unfortunately, taking that shortcut to Ordeals with the ship, not going to be very helpful.
No, but, Ordeals is incentivized.
Is it really?
Ordeals is
Did
incentivized.
I miss that?
Ice, Ordeals, Martian Titans. So that might make the shipping... That ship might make Canal useful.
It could. At the same time, with that, I forgot that train of thought. I was going someplace. Ah, yes. We could find a decent overworld tile on our way to Ordeals.
Could. And we get Temper and Bane at level 2 black.
Temper's good. Bane can be handy, and Mohawk Man deciding to boogie out of the way real fast. Jaylow finding the rod. That's going to be handy for diving down into the Earth Cave, see if there's anything fun in there. Let's take a look at our trap tiles real fast.
If I recall correctly, they are vanilla.
Nothing very fun with vanilla traps in Earth. I mean, Hollow Giants, but it's just giants. You can fly over to Lefane and fight giants all day.
Yeah. Now, with an incentivized ice and vanilla spike tiles, that suggests possible eye grind.
Eye grind's good. I mean, we have an airship we can fly straight over to Volcano and do some Akamas.
We've got a wood armor for poppadux there in Provoca.
And I did not quite see what I think Vicky gave us some TNT. And
yes, Vicky does give TNT. It's dynamite.
And poppadux going to turn into the herb.
And got a key. Who randomized this? Vanilla key?
Well, you know, I mean, gotta have something that's not surprising at all. Level 3 nuke and level 3 fast. Now that's not bad at all.
That suggests at least grinding the black mage up with the black belt.
Life 2
and Life 2 and Invis 2.
Yeah, White Mage is going to be handy. Fun fact, we have on a flag I've never seen in before. White Mage harm all. So if a White Mages use any kind of harm spell, it functions a lot like Fade, and it hits everything and anything.
Yes, it does not crit unless except on undead. But that flag is there to make the White Mage useful.
Definitely a lot more handy having a White Mage around. And poppadux is going to go down through Flipped Marsh.
Yep.
Thank you for that Prime sub, Shadow.
I will say, having played a few of these, that's the one that gets me more than anything. Is the possible flipped dungeons. Yes, marsh and desert tiles are damage tiles, and damage tiles are lethal.
That's very interesting. So no wandering around on those damage tiles and still being fine. Now, if you get down to 1 hit point, you take another step, you are toast. You're taking a dirt nap.
I have accidentally done that myself in one of these seeds.
And Jaylow's
going to talk to dwarfs.
Dwarf spree. Dwarfs can see in the dark. Great, because where you're going, it's going to be dark all the time.
Both of our runners not keeping Hooray Dwarf.
Nope. He deserves to go down. But hey, we have a lazy
dwarf adamant. Cave. And thank you for the raid, Groggy Dog.
Alright, Jaylow,
that's a ribbon.
To a couple extra dwarves once or twice, and with that ribbon, a +1 ribbon at that, we are going to be able to, well, if we have to sell it, we can sell it. But for right now, that's going to do some good work. Alright, Jaylow's plotting his next move. That was him. I might consider Volcano, maybe.
Volcano's a thought.
Looks like he's going to go do Marsh, though.
Marsh? No, he is not. He is...
Go
he's
save.
He's going to do his Elfland.
Grab Elfland.
He's going to do his Elfland spell checks.
Find that level 3 nuke and shout for joy.
Find that level 3 nuke, find that level 3 life too.
poppadux is realizing he has some cabins, and we're going to go ice. Ice Cave is probably one of my favorite places to go, especially if I have the airship.
Yes. Ice Cave is a nice place to go with the airship. There is a bingo square. It's not in this set. It's not on this card, but there is a bingo square that is take the canoe. It is canoe from Elfland to Ice Cave.
I recall another one that is touch or fight every trap tile in Ice Cave.
Yes, I've seen that one too. And it's defeat every, not just fight them.
Well, images have squint.
Images.
And poppadux is like, yeah, guess what? No.
So to answer a question in chat, someone at Happy6901 asks why are R2 and C4 in color? That is because poppadux has chosen that Jaylow must complete row 2, and Jaylow has chosen that poppadux must complete column 4. They must complete 2 bingos, one chosen by their opponent and one that they choose, one that each runner chooses. And looks like poppadux is going to do a pop grind.
Nothing wrong with a little pop. Except this one doesn't want to work. There we go. Now with an airship, is it worth going to the Peninsula Power, or maybe just going over to, personally I'd probably go to the desert.
Well, but desert's damage tiles.
Oh. Oh my, walking across that entire thing, that's gonna be... Oh.
Yeah.
The implications just blew my mind. Well, I guess the desert grind is very difficult.
If not for now, if you've got an encounter right off of the hard reset, that's a different story.
That's a good point. Yeah, take a step, take a damage, fight, save. hard reset, keep going.
Yeah. If you've got an encounter shortly off of the hard reset, that'll work, but there isn't one, I don't think.
Like
It's a little.
7 steps, maybe?
Looks like about 8 or 9, because it was 2 times around.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It might be worth trying. But no sense in going to the desert. We don't even have a cube. We don't have a chime.
Right.
We'll save the desert for later. And we got unrunnable scum.
And of course, doing the walking grind through sky is a pretty good grind too.
I mean, there's a lot of decent enemies in Sky. You can also find random eyes,
Whiz Vamps. Ooh, Opal plus 5.
That's some good armor. That's some
Yeah,
beautiful armor right there.
yeah. A plus 5 Opal Cheerio is very nice find.
So 14 minutes in, we have only 2 squares lit up right now. But both our runners, well, with the exception of Jaylow, who has found the werewolves, both our runners have pretty much been in the same places. They haven't really deviated too much.
Right.
Oh, and they got crack. That's a little scary.
Yeah, cremate.
And Blaze!
And Blaze. Oof. Ouch.
Yeah, Marsh is a little scary. I'm part of hashtag Never Marsh.
So hate asking if he's missed anything spicy. Eye mages are awful, and werewolves are awful.
And also, every so often, Garland will just flat out resist a zap.
Yeah.
In fact, Jaylow still has not gone back, at least according to the tracker here, and fought Garland. Because the king would have given us a boat. And the boat is... could be good. Now that I'm aware that our desert tiles are dangerous, flying to ordeals and walking my way over would probably not be fun.
Yes, both runners do have to find and toss the massa. Jaylow going over to do a pop grind.
It's a good play. Poppadux said it earlier. Definitely helped him out to get through. And here's a chime. Just talked about going to desert and chime in the bottom of the marsh. Not a bad find.
No,
Still though, I'm looking at the volcano as where I want to go.
Yeah.
I would like to take on some Agamas.
Agama tile's not a bad idea. With how awful the eye mages are, I don't know if I want to do ice.
Definitely not. However, there is that 4 different ghost square.
There is that, and Jaylow must do that. So
Giants are pretty beefy. I don't know if I don't think Jaylow's going to get out of this fight alive. Nope, that's a reset. Alright, and here comes a ambushing party pack of
images. Yeah.
Straight squinting off the bat. But Poppadux has that ribbon, I believe. So he's getting through it.
but
Oh,
stuns
they
too.
also have Brack. Ooh. Happy asks if there's a penalty for dying. Just time lost.
It's just the time lost.
Basically everything you did since you last saved is gone, and you gotta do it again.
Unrunnable Frost D.
A lot of unrunnables in this. And that's a pack of 7 Frost Wolves. And I know Jaylow killed a bunch of regular wolves earlier. I don't know how many, but he's approaching 15 total wolves.
It occurs to me that if you wanted to do an Agma grind, you have defeat 3 different lizards or 12 total lizards.
Perfect. 6 Agama fights at best possible odds. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm probably going to be there for a hot minute anyway. See what I did there? Hot minute, I'm in a volcano. I'm here all week, guys.
Yeah, and that's not an. That would not be an. It would not be an awful. Not be awful to do row 3.
No, row 3, and they've already talked to the dwarves. It's a good option there. Interesting. Poppadux has also to defeat 3 different worms, or 12 total. So if he goes and does that Agama grind in the volcano, he could also hit up the worm
also
tile.
Do the worm tile.
Yep. Knock out 2 spaces in 1 shot.
And Gurworm is usually a pretty decent XP.
Yeah, and they go down pretty quick as well, so it's not a bad idea. Like I keep saying it, I'm gonna be a broken record. Volcano is the jam this seed.
Yeah, Volcano seems like a good idea.
And yet here we are back in ice.
Well, it looks like Poppadux is going after the ghosts.
He got it. You know, nuke is a powerful thing. Except when they're ambushy.
And here's an eye.
Oh, is this a random eye?
No, this is the eye tile because warp.
Yeah. All right, so we can expect to see Poppadux sit here for a bit. Now the question is he gonna Dan anybody and get out, or is he gonna grind here, keep the Black Mage alive, and then warp out, save, and go back in? Because taking an off step and running into more ghosts could not necessarily be a run ender, but that would frustrate me to the ends of the earth.
Oh yes, and that's a slab. Come on up to the lab. See what's on the slab.
Every time I think of slab, I remember Borderlands. Just hearing Brick go, "Hey, slab!" It's great. It's a good time. It's another reset for Jaylow. Brute forcing his way through ice.
Well, you know what they say, if brute force isn't working, you're clearly not using enough of it. And he is warping his way out of Ice Cave.
Smart move, exactly what I would do. Warp out, go replenish supplies, save, lock in what I've done, because that's a brutal area.
Yes.
And houses are not that expensive. 1,600 for a house, I'm okay.
I'm good with that. Let's see. Now maybe it's just that I'm not any good, but I would have gotten to 99 heal pots and gotten back up to that eye tile, danned off my mages, and just grind the black belt all the way up to 50.
Now this I guess these tiles don't hurt, or at least we don't have the
not
flicker
in the not the desert tiles within Melmond.
I do know that that's another flag that can be turned on.
Yeah, Zozo Melmond can be turned on where those are not damage tiles, but those are potential random encounter tiles.
Ooh. I see Poppadux too.
Poppadux is headed
L Markin's class of flying.
Poppadux is headed towards... oh, that's a red Anklo pack. That's no good. Poppadux is headed towards Sky.
Yeah, but we're going to wander around the desert for a little bit.
And see what our...
Anklos. Yeah. Just Anklos. Oops, all Anklos.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, oops, all Anklos. And Jaylow heading for that gray worm.
Yep, good time.
But runs away, so...
Well, we found some blue steak.
Ooh, blue steak. Blue steak is a real good one.
5 is totally useless. Lord Fizzlebeef asking in chat, oh, these are interesting forced picks. Nope, they opted for this.
Yeah, no, the forced picks of the forced picks of Rose.
Of course, at this rate, I mean, the ones that are forced picks kind of sound like the easier options. There's bulls or scorpions. One of them had something awful, and down goes Jaylow.
Scorpion always has something. Scorpion always seems to have something bad.
They seem to be very ambushy at earlier levels. Oh, good. Flipped volcano. That's awesome.
Blue steak.
All right. Now, the question is, are we going to see a lethal tile death?
Oh, Squint. Squint off of either the George or the Wiz Ogre.
And Jaylow is in a encounter-heavy section of the table.
Yep.
T-Rex is still a lot going down. I don't remember how many nukes it's been, but it's been a few.
It's been more than a couple. And it looks like Jaylow is headed for. Looks like Jaylow may be headed for an Agama grind.
Beautiful. You love to see it. And look, we got a nice rare steak. And so it looks like Poppadux is gonna stick with his desert grind.
And it looks like that was not a good. Looks like Agama's not a good grind. Looks like they're beefy and they hurt.
Well, Jaylow's trying to find something, anything, anywhere to get an edge.
And Fizzlebeef making the comment in chat that he likes column 4 because cast every element could be one of those death traps if things go wrong. And that is a real consideration.
I don't even think I could name every element. Fire, lightning, ice, earth, time, I guess for zap, and poison.
Death elemental.
So quad X or rub, I guess?
Yeah.
So that's 7. Is that it?
Let's see. Status, so mute, confuse. Let's see. Fire, ice, lightning, earth, which is quake. Poison, which is bane brack. Time, stop or zap. Death, rub or quad X. Status, mute, confuse.
And then
also requires casting 1 non-elemental, but item magic does count.
Ooh, well, okay, that's handy. I guess technically heal is non-elemental?
I don't think heal is.
I guess the key takeaway is on enemies. So
Yeah.
As chat has been quick to point out, it's definitely on enemies.
And Jaylow picks up that chime. Meanwhile, poppadux up to 20 on
Majority of this party.
And poppadux has found blue stake, which is a really nice grind.
And it's not in a horrible area to get to. He's starting to get through it really fast, and it's pretty quick off a reset too.
Yeah. And Jaylow is... Where is Jaylow?
Jaylow just stepped out of marsh.
Ah. I'm gonna bet that poppadux, once he finishes his grind here, is gonna go up and turn in that bottle.
Yeah, that bottle's only gonna give him a rod, though. I honestly would expect him to check out and see what's the sky has in store.
But with no cube, you can't get to the.
Ooh, that's a solid point. And we're gonna check out locked. Possibly locked? No, we don't have a key on Jaylow's side, so this is flipped.
No, this is flipped Topher, or flipped Temple Fiends. This is one I'm not sure how to figure out if it's mirrored or not.
You gotta look at the little altar shrine in the center. If the pillars next to Garland are next to Garland, then it's normal. If they're far away, then it's flipped. But if you don't go in there, no idea. Bounce off of the door. And it looks like Jaylow has completed 15
Jaylow has
wolf
completed
kills.
wolves.
So far, so good. So, out of our remaining items that we haven't found, we still need to visit Ordeals. Which, honestly, I can imagine poppadux going to Ordeals next, since he's kind of up in that area.
Yeah, I imagine him doing that after taking care of the bottle. Because he's right there.
Gonna try again on yeah, there it goes. Was our black belt swinging something?
I think it was. Not anymore on poppadux's side.
Question is, what is Jaylow swinging with his black belt? I mean, that plus 20 strength is really handy for early on. That plus 20 strength, that's gonna give that black belt a definite edge. I've groaned at that one myself.
Yeah. And Jaylow gets his key.
And Gluglack asks, do reviving spells also count as HP restoring spells?
They do not.
They
do not.
They would.
It must be cures and heals. And there's a Bane sword, and that's going to be very handy for cast a spell of every element.
Oh, he's swinging an iron stick plus 4. That's a weapon that I totally forgot that Black Bolts can use.
I think every class except White Mage can use sticks. Hey, there's some wings. There's some wings to go with all that steak that poppadux took care of earlier.
They go down pretty easy, except it's one of those things he just can't say no to wings.
Oh, and now he's got enough hits with the he's got enough hits on the black belt that a lot of these trash enemies are going to go down quickly. And there's a tail, which
it's not required
for poppadux.
But I mean, could be useful. I mean, he's already got two down. Up and there
Jaylow's got his 3 armor requirements.
That is the first of a mandatory pick. Now, see, this is what I was thinking. Coming out over into this area and doing the desert grind, so to speak. But I think this area does not have the blue stake.
No, it only has regular stake.
And Ankylos. All the Ankylos.
Yes, and all of the Ankylos.
Sisyphus pointing out that the tail, pretty handy for doing the cast every spell. So
and poppadux is maybe headed for ordeals.
Yeah, that's where I would be going next. Still didn't go turn in the bottle. It's possible he forgot he has it.
That is possible.
He's also still trying to grind, and still only finding our giant beefy turtles that are, stingy on the XP.
Rob Draven points out in chat, slab being mandatory for column 5 is the least of the worries, that he would be more worried about that required double Tiamat too, and so would I.
With how nasty the seed has been, if anyone had gotten forced row 1, that would have been brutal. Sell the ribbon, yeah, with all the all the nasty the spells we've seen out there.
Yeah, agreed.
And then the ogres also have all those nasty spells too. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, poppadux still has a very rough column to do, and now that we're both in Volcano, we're about to see. Poppadux is about to see how nasty the Agabus really are. Pickles pointing out that with a 42 black belt, Tier 2 twice, not worried, especially Fast is available, and Fast is indeed available.
Fast is available early, and it is short Topher.
Uh-oh. Poppadux is trying to dance with people. This can get dangerous.
Yeah. Poppadux is probably going to Dan his 2 mages.
I hope he's counting. Danning the mages and getting out. That's going to be rough. Especially because he doesn't know how tough Agamas are. And there they go. 1 damage. Okay, so they don't hit hard. And, they go down to a black belt. Okay, cool. Never mind. Poppadux has found the Golden Land, and he's going to go home to Providence. 26. Alright, what's happening with Jaylow?
And Jaylow is in that same, we have a high 5. They're in the same room.
And, except the difference is Jaylow has kept his people on, and it looks like he's probably going to keep everybody up. So Poppadux is going to start zooming through the levels.
Well, Jaylow has to get everyone to level 25.
This is very true. And it's optional for Poppadux to get everyone to level 25 as well. Probably not gonna. He might do row 3 or row 4. Probably row 4. Speaking of row 4, see an fire element skill or spell. pretty sure Jaylow saw Cremate and Blaze earlier.
Yes, I'm pretty sure he has. I'm pretty sure he did. No, Blue Stake was not that terrible. It was close off of the reset, but desert tiles are damage tiles.
Alright, and poppadux has defeated 12 total lizards. Jaylow not too far behind. So that is one for poppadux as far as board spaces he must complete. Row 3 definitely be a consideration there. Hitting level 50 on at least one character, but we're well on our way with our black belt here.
Yes.
Opening every definitely an option.
That's an option. That's not awful. Other than Spider Floor.
There it is. Jaylow officially has seen a fire element skill or spell. That was on the werewolves, and I don't think poppadux has really encountered the werewolves yet.
I think he has run across them, but they didn't get anything off.
Right. Or they cracked him to death before it happened. Alright, poppadux is sitting at about level 20, probably 30, 31. 8 hits already, probably higher.
Yeah, that's 32. 8 hits is 32, I think. 8 for 951. Yes, he's at 35. He's at 35 on that black belt.
Right now I think these Aguas are getting hit so hard they're going past the cook stage, turning into ash. Aguas taste like burning? 36.
And
Jaylow's doing the all-party method here.
Well, because Jaylow has to get everyone to 25, and I'm not sure where they are.
15?
They're at 15.
He's getting through it. He might be considering. Nope, he's got to keep going with it. Yep.
Yeah.
However, I bet once he hits 25, he's going to walk out and
damn those two mages.
Roll around in the lava for a bit.
Yeah, I'll bet Jaylow dans those two mages once they hit 25.
Lord Fizzlebeef pointing out that it's probably just to get the get our black belt up to self-proficiency, which is very true. However, we may as well keep going to 25. Mostly because Jaylow has to.
Yeah, Jaylow has to promote after 25. So I'll expect to 25 and then damn them.
Now that's an interesting situation. If Jaylow promotes early, which he doesn't have the tail yet, but if he does that DQ him?
No, it doesn't DQ him. He just has to get the tail and promote.
Right, but if he does it... If he gets a tail and promotes at 24, one character 25 or higher, what happens then? I mean, he probably won't. Someone will probably pop in and tell him, hey, you done goofed.
I think that's a time penalty.
Is that what it is? Okay.
You have to restore to the last save prior.
Hopefully you have the save prior before, locking it in. It probably won't come to that. Start over. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. And at that point, I probably would forfeit. I would then.
I wonder what. I wonder what other bingo Jaylow's going to go for.
Well, we got the bottom left, top right set up already. He has to throw Masa into space, so that would... I mean, that leaves only 2 squares for him to complete besides his forest.
It's true. But one of those is 2 Tia 2s.
Well, with a high enough black belt, it's that's nothing. Especially with fast. Fast and black belt, punch, you're already level 50 probably, because, I mean, why stop there? I mean, that's another thing. That level 50 character, it's not too far. Especially once you hit level 42, it's not that difficult to get up to level 50.
Right, but if you get the level 50, why not just do column 1?
Exactly. Column 1 wouldn't be too bad, especially since you can probably walk through the ghosts at that point.
And yes, with White Mage and Tail, 5 hit point restoring spells is pretty free.
Alright, that's at least 12 lizards for both our runners.
And poppadux is going back into ice.
Probably gonna go finish up on some eyes.
I'm pretty sure poppadux did not get the incentive here. Which I think was just... It was the slab... Was it the slab?
Slab. And
yes,
the slab turns
then
into
he
the
did.
tail.
Which he did get.
So poppadux is just back here for the, the ice and giggles. Oh, is it called Ice Cave because there's eyes in the cave? No? Okay, I'll stop. We still haven't seen the cube. Right now, cube could be Astos, Waterfall, Titan, or Ordeals. And nobody's...
He's going for ghosts.
Looks like he has completed the ghosts. The rubies in Gaia. The bottle actually turned into the rod.
Yes, bottle became rod.
Oh, a vendor.
Vendor
right,
item.
Because it was fish, and it didn't click that's what it was. Good catch, Rubes. Rubes, everybody, our tracker for this evening. Doing a fantastic job keeping track of the things that need to be kept track of, hence the tracker. My train of thought was delayed as I watched my coffee spill onto the floor. Fun times, I'll be right back.
And poppadux is grinding through, looking to get those... I'm not entirely sure what the grind here is.
And now my office will smell awesome.
The zombies.
Oh, because there are some zombies popping up in that. And there it goes. Well, that's an interesting get, the zombies. Because you can't do column 3. You might be going for a row 4 instead.
I mean, he can do column 3, but, well, no, he can't.
No,
he can't
nobody took a thief. Yep.
No one took a thief.
Oh, hey, look, exit. In Gear 3. Where are we at? I didn't even see what place he walked into. Ah, that was
Elfland. Elfland level 4. And there's Quake and Fire 3 and a Brack.
Let's stop. Well, we have Zap, which is time spell, so. Ah, and I noticed that Jaylow is currently on a single man, which means we should be at least level 20. I guess he decided we need to get through this faster. This is taking too long. I was thinking about Jaylow doing that bottom left to top right. I mean, it's not a horrible idea. And there's a ribbon for poppadux now. As we're moving all of our armor over to our white mage. I don't think we've really seen our high-level magic just yet, so we don't know if our if we're locked into a promotion for the spells. But
we have seen Quake, but I forget where it was. Let's.
With the exception, though, to Lord Fizzlebeast's comment about pivoting to row 2, poppadux must do column 4. We're going to have to cast every elemental spell. And Quake's the only earth element. Which you'd think poison would be, but no. Poison's poison, surprisingly.
Poison is poison element. And Poppadux about to head down to promote. And
ooh,
that's right, it's Hall of Dragons.
I did not know that was turned on either. I didn't even know that was a thing. This is wonderful.
I forgot Hall of Dragons was turned on.
I love this flag all the more. Like, Hall of Dragons, and there's like 4, that's an easy grind.
Yes,
Here there be darkens. Ah! Quick is level 4. Yeah, we just saw level. We just saw it. You can find Tia 1 in here, too. That's slightly terrifying. But worth it. So, is this like our low-key, hope for the war mech? Get Tia 1 instead?
I believe Warmech is patrolling.
Oh, speaking of Tia, here she is. And, no running here. Then again, we do have fast, and that's yes, a very bruised and battered Tia.
Warmech is patrolling, so if you want Warmech, you can get Warmech once.
Just once. All right. Well, Tia has been dealt with. That's fascinating. And poppadux has promoted. We're not going to walk out. We're going to walk out.
And walk out because Hall of Dragons. Punch some more dragons.
Now they're no. The dragons don't want to play now. Dragons are like, nope. We saw what you did to Tiamat, our mom, and you look super ripped now. We're just gonna stay. We're gonna stay. And someone did. Zombie dragon kicked the red dragon. He's like, get out there, stop them, slow them down.
We do have a. We do have some of our. We're getting some more. He got a couple more of his elementals done there.
Now, the must promote, but after level 25 just triggered. I don't know
because
because
poppadux
goes through that menu so fast, I blink and it's gone.
Poppadux did see a fire spell.
Alright, Sharp Eyes in the chat saying, yes, Poppadux has a level 25 base level for his entire party. Oh look, Unrunnable Nightmares. But they're very punchable.
Yes, they are.
Please nobody get ideas.
Everything at this point is very punchable.
So this is rapidly swinging into Poppadux's favor.
Yeah, because row 2 is basically free for him at this point. Because he can walk and grind through Sky and have plenty of money to fill all 24 spell slots on a character. And he already has to throw. And he has to throw the mass end.
Of course, where is our massa sitting? Taking all bets. Where's the massa tonight?
There's a crown. Oh, the mean guess would be that the massa's sitting in. Oh wait, no, Sky's not incentivized.
Correct.
Disregard.
Ordeals would probably be a place.
Titans.
Titan or Astos. Speaking of Titans, I don't think anybody bought a Ruby or
nope.
Somebody. I forget which one of our runners has it labeled as fish today. Well, Poppadux is 7 spell slots away from filling every slot on the character.
Something like that.
Of course, now that I think about it, how easy would it be to do that if we had the Lefane Super Mega Magic Sword?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be. Not quite, because you would still have to hit Gaia.
Oh, good point. Then again, I mean, Gaia from Lefane
Gaia's right
not
there.
Too bad.
And Poppadux heading into.
Uh-oh. Jaylow just tossed out his wood and iron armor. He has to keep it. He just tossed it.
No, he has it.
Oh, they moved.
He has it. He has it on his Dan. He has it on his Nun.
Oh, hey look. Essos had Oxio. I panicked there for a second. I also blinked, so didn't see him on trade. I thought they just flipped out of existence. I'm like, well, that's unfortunate. Alright, Jaylow is about to pick up his slab, which is going to lead to his tail, which he absolutely needs.
he has picked up the slab. He did the warp trick to pick it up.
Oh, he's
But
doing
he's going to do an
grind.
eye grind.
Yeah, it's a good move. Of course, then again, we also have all of these ghosts to deal with, which he has to do anyway. If he can just kill them all. There we go. That's at least 9.
And he's got his...
I'm not sure. He did the warp trick, touched the eye tile, and then touched the box. Did he forget what he picked up?
I think
He did.
he may have.
Just realized, what did I get? Oh, it was a slab. Alright, well, let's go turn that in. Poppadux is going to Topher.
This is into Topher.
Is this backwards Topher? Looks like that's backwards. Or did Topher change and I wasn't looking? Who's redecorating here? Oh. Both Fizzle Beef and Rubes putting up some good points. Ran out of cash, needs money. And also Boom Check. Oh, that's some purple worms.
That is not... it is not reversed Topher.
Ah, he's just wandering around the first floor. Okay.
Yeah, he's...
I never travel around on in Topher. I usually go straight for the stairs, so... Alright, we've seen some Quad X, Nuke, Zap.
Oh.
Have we? I think Poppadux has indeed cast every spell element against enemies.
And Jaylow is funding... Jaylow is going to pick up that... Jaylow's going to pick up that fish, which is the ruby.
Gonna go feed a Titan with it, and that Titan is very possibly gonna give us a Masa or the cube.
And Jaylow's going to turn in that slab first and get a get the rod.
Tail.
Oh, tail. That's right. Bottle was rod.
Yeah,
Bottle
you mean
went
what
to
I
rod.
know. So, we got this. Alright, so it looks like we are 5 squares. Well, technically, Poppadux, if Poppadux defeats Cracker 1, finds some Masa, tosses it, kills a couple more worms, and then Go beats up on some ogres, he's got this.
Yeah. Yeah, Poppadux pretty much is on... although... Jaylow's
not very far off either.
Jaylow's not far off.
Still needs to buy more spells, kill a bunch of ghosts, toss Masa mode. But a lot of that's going to happen real quick for him. And then, I mean, he's buying spells, 5 HP restoring spells, that'll be real fast and easy. And then defeat Tia 2 twice, and he's good. So this is still almost anybody's race.
Looks like Poppadux is about 7 or 8. Say poppadux is 7 or 8 spells from having all 24.
Yeah, he was 7 at last look.
A 6, 3 7s, and 3 8s.
All right, and that's at least 12 worms down for poppadux.
Yep, now he's just got to get ogres and fill spell slots and find a massa.
And I think we're gonna go. We don't have a cube yet, so we're gonna go get the rod. He's probably thinking, "Oh, the bottle's good. I got a bottle. That's right. This will totally be the cube or the massa." Meanwhile, Jaylow is about to go and get the. What did the Rubo have?
Crown. Yeah, it's going to be Titans or Ordeals.
Yep. And here's a stick for your troubles. Thanks.
So to respond to Butter in chat, Massa can't be in TFC. It's an incentive, and there is no incentive item in C.
Yeah, the only thing going on in C today is Kraken 1 and every chest on TFC and Mermaid floors. Poppadux, first one headed to Ordeals.
Yep.
Alright. Do we see a massa or do we see a cube? Massa would be... Well, we still need a cube because we still need to get to the space window.
Yep.
And once again, Poppadux, we're letting that old man guarding the entrance. He's going to stay alive. He's going to be there for eternities. Not many people talk to him, put him out of his misery.
And
alright, so of our 4 pillars, it's not pillar 1. Ooh, Pro Ring.
Pro Ring's a good find.
Yeah, we gotta find
It's 2.
Ah, 2 and good. I love it. And yeah, it looks like Nightmare's just you can't get away from. And it looks like we're missing 7 spells still. Well, there's not a whole lot of money in the robot stash.
And 10 hits for a lot. And that does get Poppadux's black belt up to 48.
That's good. That's real good.
There's our massa.
-4. Man, I am almost very happy to just toss that out. And it looks like Poppadux only needs 4 spells on his black mage. Or white mage.
Yes.
But yeah. Yeah, that's a bad massa.
It is. I feel less bad about having to toss that into space.
I have to say this. Adam Rupp in chat is pointing out that in his headcanon, the old man in Ordeals actually just lives in the area. And he's on Bahamut's payroll, so every time he sees something's coming, he just runs over to Ordeals and stands guard. Otherwise, he lives alive. I like it. Speaking of liking it, Adam, I have to say, really liking this new bingo card. It's very nice, very slick, very easy on the eyes.
I'm not sure why Poppadux is going into C.
Kraken 1. Jaylow found a crystal.
But
and that crystal is going to lead him to the cube.
But he doesn't really need Kraken 1, does he?
Well, if he does Kraken 1, that's row 4 complete, and then he just has to do Ogres and Masa, and he's solid.
Valid. I did not notice he was that close to row 4. So yeah, Kraken 1. I mean, I might still have done the 24 spell slots, but
that's also a possibility. I mean, especially since you went and killed a bunch of ghosts that you didn't really need to kill. You've been holding on to this worthless armor forever. But you know what? I mean, at this point, walking all the way through C, we might get some Great Shark Big Eyes. Kraken 1's not going to give insignificant XP. And in the name of spells, you need money. And you know what's faster than money? Punching a Kraken.
Well, yes, but he got a bunch of money from the worm grind.
Yeah, well, I mean, still, how awesome is it to punch a Kraken 19 times?
Yeah. Not going to disagree with that statement.
No sushi there, just obliterated. Alright, we are now down to the last 2 tiles for poppadux. You must go punch a bunch of ogres. Not too hard, just walk around the outside of Northwest Castle for a bit. And grab the masa. But in order to toss the masa out, we need the cube. And the cube just so happens to be behind the Titan. Ah! Yes. It looks like poppadux did pick up a fish. Or a ruby, or whatever.
Yes, he did.
And there's a crystal. And there's an exit. And here we go to Matoya to get our cube. Alright, so this is, I mean, this is looking more and more like poppadux's game.
And that's the other good place to get ogres. Is there to the east of... They're to the east of Elfland.
Yep. That was what? 2? 3?
2.
4?
That'll be 3.
3? I can't math. Math is hard.
I didn't notice if he got ogres earlier.
I think the ogres he saw earlier stomped him.
So yeah, I know that the Georges are nasty.
Yeah. Good old Groggers. Jaylow is... So, I've noticed something. Jaylow, he's touching a lot of boxes. He touched a lot of boxes that he probably could have avoided. And this late in the race, I don't know if touching boxes is a good idea. So
well,
after
until you're sure what sorry. Until you're sure which bingo you want to do for yourself, it's a good idea to clear squares.
Yeah. May as well, I mean, the best part about bingo is you'll end up doing a bunch of things on accident anyway. Then again, if I was poppadux, I might have tried to go find the Grogers and Wiz Ogres. But there we are. That's 12 ogres.
Yep.
And now we just got to go to Sky, Sky, Sky. Send our worthless Masa hurtling through space. But first, we gotta pick it up. Yeah, here's
There's a cube.
Can I buy 1 cube, please? Here's the price. 1 crystal. Thank you. I mean, if they run away, that counts as a defeat.
They run away.
Win.
Runaway is defeated.
Oh, hey, this looks familiar. Hey, so you get 1 point. It's awesome. Now, it says that we have to toss the Masa into space. Do we have to toss Masa into space and save it? Or can we reset and keep it?
Yes, you do have to save after.
Darn. And it only ever came up because I see the sell a ribbon and save.
Drop the Masamune while standing in front of the space window on Sky 3 floor. You must escape the dungeon and save this to keep the square. It may not reset out of it after. You are throwing Masa away for good. That is the text for the square.
Awesome. So I get like there's 2 spots on here of opening chests, but we're opening chests we don't need to open. Oh, does it? I did not know that, Rich. Thank you for telling me that if you hover over a tile on the bingo board, it tells you the rules. I will stop asking stupid questions now. And that is
That is 2 bingos. That is 2 bingos for poppadux.
We are in Punch Chaos and Win mode now. Ooh, that's a bingo! Yeah, poppadux cannot land there. Even though the boat, the airship fits perfectly. It doesn't work. And he went out to go measure just to be sure. It's like, I thought this fit. Oh well, whatever.
And I guess I was wrong. It's not short Topher.
No, it was long Topher, and we figured that out earlier because poppadux came in here to find some worms.
Yeah.
Had to keep up his fishing habit. I guess, Rich, you're right. But then again, we have a black belt who's just. I mean, things are running away from him at this point.
Yes, fear strats on Chaos are valid if anyone's crazy enough. And yes, I'm with Rich. I'm with Rich Bork. With Rich Bork in chat. That team never Vorpal.
Yeah, the Vorpal needs to die in fire. The only time Vorpal is good is when there's no Masa.
Well, Vorpal can be good if it rolls like +4 or +5. Because at that point it crits enough that it actually does good damage.
Ooh, I just realized cartridges have crack. I mean, the +5 Vorpal is pretty good. But no substitute for a beefy black belt. Personally, I like my Sun Sword. The Sun Sword is rather surprising. Decent weapon. It'll make do in a pinch, absolutely.
Ice Sword can actually be decent. And Jaylow is running up to go and drop that and and toss that massa. And Poppadux goes through a speed bump.
Did you see something on the screen? Look, whatever. It doesn't matter. I forgot gray worms pop up on this floor very often. We could have easily come here for our worm hunt. Everybody wave bye to the massa. Bye, massa. Rube saying that the liches get crutches. Rube's, unfortunately, I hate to break this to you. That black belt came at the lich so hard and fast that I think he got sent forward in time.
Nuclear on carry.
Well, fortunately, we got heal 4. Cure 4? Cure 4 on heal? That's what I meant to say. But nuclear coming out, that's kind of a scary thing.
Well, it means there's one less nuclear on the in the pool for something that will actually survive survive more than 2 rounds.
And let's see if Kraken is going to be the first. Kraken is our first real gatekeeper. So
let's see if Kraken 2 is going to do Kraken 2 things.
Not only that, but let's see if Kraken will cast some Dark. Dark is actually kind of scary in this flag set. Ooh, 11 hits. Kraken's still standing. Kraken's not standing.
Not anymore.
Nope. And we move forward. Now, Poppadux could, for giggles, defeat Tiamat twice, if you want. Kind of like a
could.
Especially because it only took 1 turn. And he's got it.
And he's going to do it.
Wow, Tia survived that. But I mean, even then, the fast didn't come out in time, so...
Yeah, turn order.
And it's gone. You know, that was so quick. We got level 50.
We got level 50.
Oh, hey, look. Zombie knees are still unrunnable. And they brought friends. And we're getting a raid by setbacks. Welcome, and thanks for the raid. You're just in time to see, to play, how fast can chaos go down? I'm thinking 3 turns if turn order works, 4 if not.
That sounds about right.
And Jaylow getting desperate, punching on some desert tortoise.
I have an idea for the final, although I suspect it would be a little bit too nasty, and that is to do blackout bingo.
Oh man! As long as you don't roll a board that
10 for 1151.
Did we get fast off? I don't think we got fast off. There's a nuke.
We did not get fast off.
Not needed. 2 rounds, and that
there we
get
go.
Your GGs in chat. We have a dead chaos, 2 bingos, and I do believe that is the game.
It is. GG to Poppadux. That
was,
I believe puts Poppadux to 2-0.
Let's take a look at the race time room we have. Poppadux with a finish of 1 hour 21 minutes and 36 seconds according to racetime.gg. And that was that. I'm still reeling from how fast that chaos fight.
Well, level 50 black belt will do that.
I don't think I've ever. I don't know if I've ever gotten any of my characters up to level 50, especially at black belt. The future races with Poppadux Shoe, yeah, that's gonna be a stellar race. I hope I'm around to watch that or commentate on it. I'll track. I don't mind.
Yeah, Poppadux Shoe will be good.
Alright, looks like Poppadux is in the waiting room. Let's go ahead and bring him on in. Alright, GG Poppadux.
Thank you.
So how was it? What did you think of that?
It was a little rough. That start, I got kicked out of Marsh and Ice early. And wasn't sure what to do at that point, so I went and grinded at the Peninsula of Power a little bit, get a few more spell charges so I could get through. Then I was lucky to find that T-Rex that wasn't too bad in the desert to do my party grind. I still knew I needed the 12 lizards, so I went and finished my solo grind on the Agamas.
It was looking pretty. It was looking very rough at the early start, and we were talking which bingo row would we want to give to our opponent, and we were most of us agreed row 1 would have been pretty brutal, and then we saw werewolves and the Wizzogres and the Eye Mages with just all the nasty stuff, and we're like, throwing that ribbon away would be very brutal. What made you go for your choice for Jaylow as row 2?
Promote after level 25 is really a time-consuming block to get for your when you have to get your whole party over 25. Normally, you just want to get your mages up to get enough charges and level your melee, but leveling your whole party is really time-consuming. Plus, to fill all 24 slots. It turned out to be that was the row I was originally going for, but spells were really expensive this game, and it just didn't work out for me.
See, my thought for a bingo to give my opponent would have been column 5.
I thought about that one. I don't like giving the take one none to anybody. That's basically a free block.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. But looking at the board in this state, you have almost 5 bingos, 6. There's so many opportunities. You even went and beat Tia 2 twice, and I was so happy to see that because I saw you go up to Tia 2, and I'm like, well, maybe he'll do it twice just for fun. And then you did, and it was glorious.
But you went down in one round. I said, why not?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, yeah, we may as well. And then Tia's like, no, I'm not going down like a chump last time. What do you think I am, the Lich? And then she went down on the second one. It was awesome.
To me, the combination of 2 Tia 2s and TFC and Mermaid was
that can be time consuming.
Just seemed like a really good time consuming
because it forces you to go into 2 different optional dungeons.
Not only
that's not really a bad one.
Jaylow is just now going to promote getting everyone to level 25 at 1 hour and 26 minutes. It has been a brutal slog to get him up there. He eventually did a solo grind to just get his black belt good enough to handle everything, but there's nowhere good for a grind.
Yeah.
And you finding that T-Rex grind in the desert off of a hard reset was ideal. That's something that we talked about also.
Yeah, that was the first place I wanted to go look because I knew it would be the safest grind if I could beat him at that point, being able to save between every battle.
To me, the only difficulty would be if you didn't get a quick fight off of the hard reset. Because if you didn't get something quick off the hard reset, the desert damage tiles would be awful.
Yeah, I noticed the early encounter quite early in the seed. So that made it an option. If there's not an early encounter, if I don't notice an early encounter early in the seed, I don't even use it as an option.
Well, it has been a fantastic race. You put on quite a show. It was back and forth, and you made some excellent decisions during that race. What were your thoughts as you were closing in around that middle part of the game, trying to find? Because you knew you needed a cube, you needed the masa, but they were basically last locations for both of you.
Yeah, they were. I didn't have any other options other than ordeals at that point, so I knew I knew something had to be there that was going to open things up. Which I believe it was the rupee.
Yes.
The ruby.
No. Ordeals was the massa. Ruby was
the item shop.
Item shop.
Yeah.
Which I first saw it on Jaylo's screen as a fish, and I'm like, oh, it's a fish, but my mind didn't register what exactly it was until we're like, where's the ruby? And they're like, oh, it's in Gaia. I'm like, no, that was a rod, which you got really early and was totally useless. I don't think anyone even stepped into Earth Cave.
Nah, I didn't. The one thing that finally made me pivot off of that R2 line, because that's what I was working towards, was when I ran out of money for my spells and I went to hunt the worms in Topher early. Worms give way less gold than I thought they did.
Yeah, they we saw you go hunt some worms, and we're like, well, we hunted for worms to take care of that worm tile. Somebody mentioned, oh, he's going to make money, but yeah, that was not a lot of money. Honestly, selling the ribbon probably would have been the only way to get good money.
Yeah, and I still needed a level 7 spell and 3 level 8 spells. I wouldn't have gotten me even that close.
Now, my thought on that worms tile would be to do the gray worm tile in Volcano.
Volcano, I mean, yeah. I thought about that, but it's a one of, isn't it?
It is a one of.
It is one, sometimes two, I think.
I knew if worms were relatively common, they do come in 4-packs.
Jaylow just did a map check. Everybody drink. Sorry, you were saying map 4-packs.
Had I thought about it earlier, I would have gotten my 12 lizards and then gone to Topher to finish my solo grind. Because there is a Topher exit is on.
Yes, it is. Another flag that is on that I didn't even know existed because I haven't been around often lately is Hall of Dragons. Did you recall that was there until you got there, or did you?
I completely forgot about it until right as I was going into promote.
And you walked into a pack of zombie bees.
That would have been the better. That would have been the better party grind if I had remembered, but I completely forgot about it. I remember it before I even went in, but it just slipped my mind until that point.
That is often a good party grind.
Yeah.
And
that would have been better than the T-Rex.
I guess the last question I have that I can think of is what made you choose to go to Ordeal so late and not earlier?
I was just hoping I could avoid it.
If you can avoid ordeals, why go to ordeals? Same way with Marsh.
Yeah.
Because I hate Marsh. Marsh is awful.
My brain does not work right with ordeals. I forget if I picked which pillar was the right one and everything. It's a little easier with warp, but
much easier.
Especially without warp. Ordeals just messes with my head sometimes.
At least it wasn't a flipped ordeals. That would be that's even worse.
That would be evil.
But yeah, that's really all the questions I could come up with as that I had watched. Wow, let me try that again in English this time. That's all I came up with watching you race. It was great. I'm still reeling from how fast that chaos fight was.
Oh, was it 2 rounds?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, it was 2 rounds. That makes you 2-0, doesn't it, poppadux?
It does.
Now the other part of that is if your fast had gotten off, it might only have been 1 round.
Yeah, because I think the black belt did like 2,300 damage on the second round.
Something like that. Something
After he got
crazy
the
like that.
Yeah.
You didn't get fast off at all. I think your black mage went down like a sack of bricks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He did, didn't he?
Yeah, he's like, all right, we're gonna get fast off, and then down goes the black mage. I'm like, all right, well, we're just gonna punch and hope, and then second round came and gone, and I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
And Jaylow's about to head in to finish off the all 24 spell slots. And then it's off to Topher with him.
Where's his second bingo? Oh, yes, it's gotta be the Tiamat. He's gonna
Yeah, it's going to be Tia too.
I mean, there it is. Full spell list. Amazing. And, the dragon decided to keep him in, on rack a little bit longer. His party, is not nearly as high as yours was, so doing Tia 2, I mean, Tia was paper thin, this time around, but then again, you also had,
Well, he did get fast off.
death machine called, Black Belt, or Master. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I wonder what's gonna hold him up here. Oh, Chaos had a very low health. Like, four stars. Carrie has 4 stars.
Yeah, Carrie has both nuke and nuclear. Kraken has nuke.
Chaos has a nuke.
I did see the nuclear from Carrie.
Tia does
has
have crack.
Pure 4, but they're all fairly low HP. Interesting. Well, we got 37 Master, 25 Mages. I'd probably... I don't know, I really like the idea of coming through into Topher early and doing some grinds, because there's some decent XP here. You got the pack of metal slimes, you got the purple worms. They give pretty good XP. The zombie Ds aren't too bad either.
And then there's Badman.
Yeah, except they're runnable. Are we gonna check the validation? No validation chest.
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. No war mech, no validation chests. But we did get to see a random Tia 1. That was awesome. In fact, Tia 1 probably gave more problems than Tia 2 did, so.
Now, poppadux, does that leave you undefeated so far?
So far, yeah. Playing Shumbabi tomorrow.
That's going to be a great race. That's going to be a fantastic race. I cannot wait to see what ends up rolling, because this has been such a fantastic bingo card tonight, and I really want to see it. I cannot wait. I forgot Sarias were in here. That would have been decent for the lizards.
Lizards, yeah. I didn't think about it either. I could have done worms and lizards at the same time.
Hold on. What's another list?
Oh no, I guess I gotta go past the loot plate for Sarias.
Iguanas. Yeah, you could have gotten that there. I honestly thought you were gonna go punch an ogre and then go find the Wiz Ogre Gur Ogre group.
When it was first off the reset, it was easier to just take the one out, reset real quick, and go back in. I didn't even have to save because you don't have to survive it. You just have to kill them.
True. Or have them run away.
Or have them run away. Yeah.
And Jaylow is heading through Fire Floor now.
Let's see if he has the same luck and we get another nuclear from Carrie. So let's see. Punch, wait. Fast? There we go. Temper? Alright, fast.
That's a fast. And Jaylow gets a little bit better luck with Fire 2. But that's not a great roll.
No, but second round she goes down. New nuclear come out of Carrie.
Carrie is high absorb. Carrie 2 had high absorb.
Yeah. Then again, we also are missing the 20 some odd extra levels on our master. Oh look, Gershark Big Eyes. And we're running.
Kraken 2.
Now Kraken had the most hits stars. And we're gonna attempt the Bane? No, we're gonna Biz 2.
Two, probably.
Was that temper? Are we tempering? Not fasting?
No, it's fast.
Whew. I gotta stop blinking. Come on, go for Brack. You know you wanna. There it is. Can we Bracken the Kraken? Oh,
That's
Kraken got
very
something to do.
unlikely to.
Well, we're not going to brack the Kraken.
Very unlikely to make that happen in Kraken 2.
It's possible. Unlikely, but it is possible. Same with Tia 2. Bane's a little bit better for Tia 2, but not by much. Alright, and we are...
Man mode time.
Well, we didn't find a power bonk. And we don't have
No, he has power bonk.
Ooh,
He has power bonk.
Okay. Again, we need to stop leaking. Alright, now we gotta do this twice. 6 hits, 696, and the ink ineffective, thankfully. Gonna power bonk up, get a hit with a nice 3. Gonna swing again, lightning 2. 7 hits, 812. Okay, so we still have paper thin Tia. This is fine. Ink comes out, nothing happened there. And we're just gonna punch twice, dodge and crack. Alright, so it looks like that power bonk was enough to make the fight quicker, but this is round 4? 5?
Yeah, Tia was having a lot of dodge. He was having a lot of dodge there. Because he was only getting through, because Jaylow only getting through about 4
6 to 8
5,
hits.
no, 4 or 5 hits.
But we are through. We're back to full health. We're gonna ribbon up. And we got the Twilight Party Pack. Nothing scary there. And now we're on to Chaos. With a 4-pack of words. I didn't think Chaos 4 had encounters.
It doesn't usually, but that is a flag that is a flag turned on in these flags.
Oh my, so many flags turned on that I didn't even know were flags.
I didn't realize this flag was turned on.
Now,
Because
poppadux,
as much as
your
I've
victory,
played these,
we probably would have seen more runes. Go ahead.
as much as I've played races, I've never gotten down to chaos floor in them. Because I'm not any good.
Oh, you'll get there one day. There's Gasties here. We're gonna grind a bit.
Trying to one more level.
All right,
Up to 42.
Yeah. It's a victory lap of sorts. Sure. Victory pacing. Definitely a good idea to get to 42,
Yeah,
get that extra hit. Alright, Power Block. Bane comes out, ineffective. Thank you, Ribbon. Nuke comes out, that's a lot of damage. We're still standing Power Block another time. We're going for 3. There goes Nuclear, down to 600 HP, now to Punch. 8 hits, 941. Lightning 2 comes out. Another Punch. 6 hits, 11 something. There's another Nuclear, and this should be the end of Chaos.
And that'll do it.
Get your GGs out for Jaylow, coming in at
143.59.
a great time, a good race.
I'll be back in a few.
Alrighty. And we're gonna see if Jaylow wants to get in and have a talk.
Yeah, those couple of finishing off those last couple levels probably made the difference.
Definitely. With that that extra damage, the extra hit definitely ended it a lot quicker, especially since he started throwing out all his big guns.
Yeah, if that spell list cycled back, it might have been ugly.
Fortunately, there was no Cure 4 in there. And we didn't really have any defensive items, so all we had was offensive. Give it another moment to see if we're gonna get a Jaylow.
These are fun flags. These flags are a lot of fun. That double bingo.
Yeah.
That double bingo always makes it interesting. Having your opponent choose one of the bingos you have to do always makes it real interesting.
It's making me wish I had more time in my day to practice and devote more brain power to it, because these are a lot of fun. It's the bingo cards randomized, so even because it's a randomizer race, just out the gate go, you have the bingo card to worry about, which adds a whole different element to it. Not only that, but like mentioned in the chat earlier, you can kind of gauge where your opponent is by looking at the bingo card.
Yes.
Because you know if they got the 2 bingos done and one's the one that they need, they're on their way to Topher. They're on the way to finish. And I do not believe.
I do not see a Jaylow. So let's. So why don't we start with final thoughts?
All right, Poppadux. You are now 2-0. You have to go against Shooting Bobby next. What are your thoughts?
It should be a good race. Been having a lot of fun with this tournament, and the bingo board definitely makes things interesting. It can. If you saw Shun Bobby's race earlier, that was a much friendlier bingo card. It'll be interesting to see what we get tomorrow. and go from there. But it's been a lot of fun racing. I encourage anybody that's not part of the community to join the Discord. Come play with us. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
It is. There are usually about half a dozen or so races that come up through the course of every day. Between
yeah.
competitive races and archipelago multi-worlds.
Yep. I guess Stuart, you give out your final thoughts, and I'll take us home.
There were some really ugly enemy skill sets early. The werewolves, the green ogres, the images, and that made this a lot harder than it could have been. I was a little surprised no one picked a defeat Tia 2 twice, but I mean I understand the reasoning. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. It's always fun to watch two good runners go through and see what their choices are. And thank you very much to our runners, Poppadux and Jaylow, and to our Restream team, Math Girl and Rubes, and also to my co-commentator, Nightmare Phoenix.
Thanks, Stuart. It was a lot of fun commentating on this with you. It's been a while since I've been in the booth, and happy to get back and get my feet wet, so to speak. And speaking of getting your feet wet, if this is interesting to you, we just recently wrapped up our Duckling boot camp and Duckling Derby, but that doesn't mean that new players are out of luck. Come on in, be a duck, and get to know us and have fun playing. It's real beginner friendly, and the amount of knowledge and help here is immense. So if this looks like fun to you, but a little intimidating, don't worry, we have something just for you. So come on down. But big thanks to RPG Limit Break for having us this evening. And again, big thanks to our racers, Poppadux and Jaylow. And as always, have a fantastic night. Be safe. And remember, go fast.